runners, Confronter Willie Ryan, 20-1. Double Flutter, Jason Weaver, also 20-1. Set Table with the visor on, Frankie Dettori, 10-1. Buzzard's Bellboy, also visored, and ridden by Jim Quinn at 8-1. Allinson's Mate, Jimmy Fortune, 10-1. The next one, Able Choice, Russ Price, 10-1. Diskette, Walter Swinburne, prominent of the betting, 6-1. CJA, last year's winner. John Carroll, 8-1 this time. Eastleigh, Steve Perks at 20-1. Then Young Duke, Tony Clark at 10-1. Quantity Surveyor with Richard Quinn, the present favourite, 9-2. Self-Expression, Kieran Fallon, 14-1. Glowing Jade, Kevin Darley, 16-1. Okara, David McCabe at, he claims 5 at 40-1. Lombard Ships, Blinkered again, Alan Mackay, 16-1. Rural Lad, George Duffield, 33-1. Kiss of Us with a visor on once more. Antoinette Arms, the only girl in the race, £7, she claims 50-1. To the market, Quantity Surveyor still heads the market at 9-2. It's 6's Diskette, 8-1 CJA, who was 25-1 winning last year, also at 8-1 Buzzard's Bellboy, and it's 10-1 Fardat Quartet. Able Choice in with the rush. Is going to stay in this time? I think so. Julian David, the starter, gets them away on pretty good terms with the straight mile ahead of them in this, the second running of the William Hill Spring Mile. At the early part of the race, one of the prominent runners is Quantity Surveyor, red with white sleeves, also up there, Able Choice right against the rails. They're splitting into groups, the smaller group of 6 on the near side, with out towards the centre of the tracks, Set Table, who had to be blindfolded before going into the stalls. He's prominent, so too Buzzard's Bellboy. Buzzard's Bellboy with the visor on. Right up there too is Confronter. They're coming through to complete the first 3 furlongs now, and the main group over on the outside still headed by Set Table. It's Set Table making the running, then in the striped jacket moving into second place, Self-Expression. After these, Confronter. Kiss of Us with Anton One-Net Arms is right up there too. They're almost out halfway now in the William Hill Spring Mile, with 2 races here really going on the near side. Coming through now to show ahead in that group is the mare Double Flutter. Double Flutter on the near side in company now with Eastleigh, these 2 under pressure. They're followed by Able Choice, and after them on the near side is the filly Glowing Jade, but the main body of the field on the wide outside there, headed still by Set Table, followed by Self-Expression, making good headway. Widest of all is the second favourite, Diskette. She's moving strongly for Walter Swinburne. Down inside the final quarter they come, and Diskette has just about taken it up now from Set Table, and then comes the favourite, Quantity Surveyor, putting in a late bid. After them, CJA trying to win it again, and on the near side and finishing perhaps best of all is Glowing Jade. Glowing Jade right onto the stand side rails, coming through to dispute it with Set Table, who's taken it up once more. Glowing Jade and Set Table, a ding-dong struggle between the two, with Set Table in the end stretching his head, possibly just getting, it's on the nod, it's a photo. Alistair Stewart, the judge, will have to adjudicate on this one. It's placed by Quantity Surveyor on the near side, Glowing Jade. Well, as you can see, it's on the nod. With that evidence, that freeze frame, you'd say it was almost a perfect dead heat, but of course we await the judge's outcome. What I can tell you is back in third was the favourite, Quantity Surveyor, and the next to finish was the second favourite, the mare Diskette. Well, a race which was run at a pretty good gallop the whole way. Set Table is the visored grey, second from the left of your picture. The other grey just in behind is CJA, who of course won it last year. There with the striped cap making good headway for Richard Quinn is Quantity Surveyor. On the wide outside, the blue and white hoops of Diskette, but in the end you don't see Glowing Jade, who was finishing on this side and finishing to a purpose for Kevin Darley.
First, number 13, Glowing Jade at 16-1. Second, number 3, Set Table, 11-1. Third, number 11, Quantity Surveyor, 92 favourite. And the fourth horse, number 7, Diskette, returned at 6-1. A non-runner was number 14 and 7.